Are on Jamar Chase. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Bengals and the Ravens under the lights on Thursday night.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard game. As it will be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Ravens offense set to go to work, and it's Lamar Jackson now in his 6th NFL campaign who will lead the way.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Jackson going to keep it running right. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. If it's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side, sometimes it kills a blood because they don't get that level as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You talk about this Bengals defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. 1 in running the ball, 1 in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. This defense for the Bengals, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now the throw, 3rd down.
is all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep for Cincinnati, the rookie Charlie Jones. Fielded just inside the 20. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals now set for their first possession, and it's Pro Bowler Joe Burrow who leads this offense in his 4th season now out of LSU.
And he is hot, hot, hot. Yeah, okay, so there's a blemish in there, right? He did throw one interception in the last game.
The 5 touchdown passes.
Okay, that's the offset you want.
I say bench him. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception.
You are tough, coach. I thought the ratio was if you got a 3-1, your quarterback was operating at peak efficiency. 5-1 and a win. And a win? Yeah, just let him keep throwing.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Here we go.
Burrow on play action. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
And this is an offense that's #1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Brown is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And they run with Edwards off the option. And he'll be taken down, but not before he runs it past the 50. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven who needed some assistance. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
Held them well under 200 yards of total offense. In today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We're watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing I noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Personal foul. Pick it up. You're embarrassing us. Defense.
So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Here we go.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that is incomplete. The Bengals have 8-1 on the year. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 36. Third down and run.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
They'll run on third down with Brown. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep.
I'm one,
From
right?
the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
11.
Now it's Burrow. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And they get this one down to about the 20-yard line. On first and 10, Joe Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, but it could have gone for more.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
We're good.
First and goal, Cincinnati.
They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Brown. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football, as they'll see what they can do on third and goal.
Can. 11 empty.
Now it's Burrow. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So they get to the pass. To this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson options out left. Good footwork at the 30. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Able to go for 13.
Scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Again, it's Edwards. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Sam Hubbard in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Bengals.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. A strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They go play action with Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Here we go, here we go. 11 Thomas. 11 MT, 11 MT.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And his these guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Ravens nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Ravens ready to take over. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
For a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sam Hubbard, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Jackson. A dump off now to Hill. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's Jones. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Bengals set to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well.
Here we go.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
11 mighty.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
11.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And it is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
But the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense falls asleep with the switch on that one. Doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to add on to their first half lead.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. A short throw caught by Andrews. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
So we reach halftime. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
11, Tommy.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he slips up past the 35 before being tackled. 125 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On first and 10. Here's Brown. And that play gone absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And now they will throw it with Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 32 on the play.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McPherson on for the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Jackson now. Working in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously, a lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. And you see the last drive, great chunk of yardage, the touchdown on 5 carries. And offensively, everything just looked in sync, didn't it?
It did, and the reason that it was in sync is because it's a combination of play calling, game plan, offensive line marrying up with all of their blocks. Don't forget the receivers out on the perimeter. Any type of long run, the receivers have had a hand in that because they occupy people downfield. And, of course, give the big credit to the man with the football. Great vision, good movement, gets to the end zone.
Right back to Brown, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. He finds his running back, Mixon. Room past the 35, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's Brown on 2nd down. He finds some open field here. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 53 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 20. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Baltimore Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Jackson on 1st down. He finds Bateman over the middle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Jackson from the shotgun. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get the ball down inside the 30. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Baltimore Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Yo. Report.
Play action. Now Jackson. He completes it to Baker. And for the Ravens touchdown. into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. Cut the lead back down to 21. Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense here for the big play.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth quarter lead.
Here we go.
Here's another completion for big yardage.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line.
Running right, here's Brown. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
11 MT takes. 11 MT takes.
They run forward with Mixon, going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They'll get neither the touch. Down, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule. When someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. A swing pass here to Edwards. And they'll get him down here. And quickly, they get to the line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's caught by OBJ. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And Jackson throwing once more. Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
at the 43-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. It's caught. Beckham. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. Here's Jackson to throw. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Again, Jackson.
At the 29-yard line.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. To throw is Jackson. Right side, there's Likely with it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Defensively, maybe a little too fired up there for a third down stop.
Remember in preseason when we were going to camps and watching people, they worked on this, right? In the heat of the summer, still did it anyway.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now Jackson on second down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. This likely a must-have. Third and goal. Throwing is Jackson. The defense gets a hand on him, but he still grabs it. Mark Andrews from 6 yards away. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum, and even more. I mean, you had a slam going downfield, you had the touchdown, it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, here we go, they can't score.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Mixon. Is in. Touchdown, Bengals. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
McPherson to kick off for
After the
Cincinnati.
touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. In a division game, it's usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah.